That runs us into...
That is what it is.
Our next topic.
What?
Ice Cube's contract with Black America.
Man, I saw this joint, and we could have touched on it probably last week. I think it's still, but you know,
so round of applause for Ice Cube for starting the conversation.
Yeah, for sure, the conversation needed to be had, and I mean, if you got something you want to start by saying, or you want me to take it, I can talk on it, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Look,
go ahead, make your little point.
You got me on that. Good payback. Good. But nah, man. I think, like he said, why did I have to be the person to come up with this plan? I thought that was a strong point because, you know, he's known as a rapper. He's known as an actor. He's known as a producer for movies and stuff like that. So
it's the big three.
That's what. Yeah, he's got the big three. So. He's known to be a good businessman as far as at least being able to do certain things. But he's like, why do I got to be the person when you got all these people that have been in power and in place for years and years and years? Yep. And I was able to come up with this plan within this amount of time, at least to present some things that needed to be discussed and maybe give a different idea about how some of these things can be addressed for us. I think the problem is, ain't nobody want to see nothing being done with Trump because Trump is just deemed to be in the black community just a freaking sore on everyone. On he got a black eye in the black community now, which is funny because before he didn't. Before he became president, he was like, "Yo, man, you know the hip hop community, everybody was rocking with him."
Yeah.
But I think a lot more things got exposed when he became president. And
his nasty mouth.
Yeah, so, you know, for that being said, I don't think anybody wants to see any of our legends or any of our people supporting, even though they got their own views. They don't want to see that happening. And the sad thing is that people are not even listening to what Ice Cube is saying.
He has a great point.
Yeah, no one's listening to him. They just know that he was somehow talking to Trump, which he never said he talked directly to him. He said he talked to his administration, and he also talked to the Democrats as well. So I seen the stuff in the Platinum Plan, and I didn't get all of the facts on what things that they implemented exactly the way he said it or whatever. But I know you have some things that he wanted to present, like the...
Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I told you this earlier, but I don't know if because there's so much people going to the website to watch or to read his contract, but it's on icecube.com. So if you guys want to go and see it, try. I got on there and it wouldn't fully download, and I can download anything else. I mean, the website wouldn't pull up, and I think it's just having a hard time because there's so much traffic that's funneling through it right now to view it. But there are a few things that he mentions on there that I could actually get. Yeah, you click right there on the top menu. You go to news.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, he has suggested a bill to guarantee Black opportunity and representation. Some of the stuff under that is Black representation on all government civil rights bodies, civil rights classes mandatory in secondary schools, additional polling places in Black and minority neighborhoods, lending reform, reparations. But the reparations can come in many different forms because some people are always going back to the 40 acres and a mule or some cash dividends. But he talks about it coming in forms of grants for schools, for housing, for people who are losing their homes to foreclosure, people who are trying to buy a home, business startups, police, prison, and justice reform is another one. He's saying you can't just talk about police reform. It has to be a full reform of the prison and the justice system, because people have been benefiting from private prisons and
the labor and all that.
Right. The labor is so dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're still selling the goods for the same amount. So it's not benefiting anybody other than the people who are housing those prisoners.
Of course, yeah.
Because they're getting the contracts.
Free labor, man.
Right. They're getting the contracts for their prisoners to do the work.
Yeah.
And they're getting all of these profits, and it's profits for people. So they're putting the bodies in there, and they can be there on small charges. He also talks about getting everybody in prison who has small marijuana charges in the states that it's legal now out of prison. Like there's no reason for them to be in there because it's legalized now.
Yeah.
So it should be retroactive for those people who were caught with like a gram or, you know, something that's in there. And then also talking about the 3 strikes laws that they have for some of the states and getting that
California
out.
And stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it does do a lot of harm to the community. And he's trying to get the conversation started. He implores people to go through, comment, add to the conversation. This is the beginning of the conversation. He wants this to be perfected. He wants input. He wants this to be supported. And he wants it to happen in the first 100 days of 2021.
Yeah.
He wants to have them do something. Were you able to get it?
Yeah, I could. I mean, if you want to finish up what you was getting ready to say, I can go over just a few things that was in his plan. I was able to pull it up.
Yeah, you go over the rest of the stuff, and then I'll follow through after that.
Okay. So just a couple of things that I see here. This is regarding police reform. Just to piggyback off of what you were just saying, just a couple of things that he was bringing up. Wanted to make chokeholds illegal nationwide. Elimination of the no-knock warrants, which we already know the no-knock warrants was a big thing in the
Breonna Taylor
case. Talking about the cam footage to be released within a week for incidents resulting in death, serious injuries. Pretty much just holding them accountable for the actions that they're making, and not to come out here and say something else on paper and not provide footage and hold footage, hostage. You have to release that footage.
And I read to require officers to have to get malpractice insurance.
Oh yeah.
If actual officers had to pay for malpractice insurance themselves, then they'd be covered, but they'd also think a little, more about the decisions made while they're on the job.
Yeah.
So it's protection for them, but also for the citizens.
And they had he has something here called the whistleblower protection. And that is in regards to other officers within the precinct or whatever. When they see bad behavior, then I think it says it discouraging officers under 5 years on the job to report bad behavior will be grounds for dismissal. It will be criminal offense to reveal the identity of a whistleblower. Basically just saying that any person that, decides to be a whistleblower, just giving some kind of protection on those individuals that want to actually speak up about things that they see that's not right. So, I mean, that part, that's the first one.
He's trying to eliminate, he wants this to happen. Well, obviously he wants it for Black America, but Black Americans should want it too. So you should head over there if you want to support them. Take a look. It's not necessarily a petition, but there's a place where you can sign up that does say that you want to contribute. You want to do something. You'll stand up if called. So protest, whatever. You have a contact. You leave your email and they can send you updates and stuff through your email about the contract. But to know that there is a wealth gap that's also needing to be addressed. So this is to address the gap that's with Black and white communities. So a white family has their wealth is 10 times that of a Black family. So to take that down, when you look at things, if the buying power is coming from the majority of African Americans, Black America, right? If we're spending the majority of the money and we're living in poverty, and during right now with the virus and everything happening, there's not a lot that's going on in the economy. There's not a lot that people can spend. They don't have a lot of extra. And especially the people in these communities. Now, white America is holding on to their money.
Right.
Because they might be getting less of it.
Right.
But they still have more of it.
Right.
And had more of it. So you had said a few days ago, we had discussed, the reason why probably the stimulus is not rolling through. It could be because America just don't have the money for it. The economy is not producing enough money. And that's because everybody who goes out and spends the money is not in a good situation right now. We're having a hard time trying to feed ourselves. So how can we go out there and generate income and give revenue to businesses when we're just trying to eat and survive over here, and we got to buy, a pack of ramen for $1 and eat for 5 days.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot with that. You know what I mean? Overall, but we're not going through like, piece by piece.
No.
But just the things
it's 4 pages long, but there's a lot in there.
Yeah, just the things that we've seen. And, you can go on the website, though. And if you can get on there, you can download this for yourself. But Cube has never said this has got to be the end all be all. He said this is just a starting point, like you said. And I commend him, man, for taking the time out to even put this together. Like, to even want to have a better opportunity for black. And the thing about this is dope because he's just like, look, man, I'm gonna keep it real. This is for black people and black people only.
Yeah.
I don't really care about, the impacts of other minorities in regards to like how they're gonna go about getting their money at this time, because my concern and my main concern is to make sure that my vote that I'm giving is because I'm a black man and I got to know that you're going to be doing something for this community. And that's why I'm going to give you the vote. So he's also trying to show people, hey man, your vote should have way more power to it. And part of that is by using the leverage you got right now. For black people, we probably got some of the highest leverage we've ever had at this current moment to use when it comes to this vote.
And Trump's administration is acknowledging that.
Yeah.
But Biden's is like, vote first and we'll talk after. So they're holding votes hostage and saying, if you vote for us, then we'll entertain the talks.
Yeah. So
but Trump's already like, let's work on it. Or his camp. I won't say Trump in general. Right. Trump was kind of shady about it, and he was trying to make it seem like Cube was only talking to him about it, and maybe he wasn't informed. Maybe that was his angle.
Gonna spin it.
Cancel Cube was trying to, committee was trying to come out. But
I'm tired of hearing the cancel. I think the whole nobody's
not canceling Cube.
It's crazy. But
you are not canceling Cube. Whoever said that
Cube,
needs to be canceled them damn selves.
Bruh, it's a lot. It's celebrity.
They need to be canceled.
That's what I'm saying. The cancelers just need to stop. Period.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no canceling. Nobody's gonna get canceled. So, but anyways, yeah, man.
He made a good point though. You need the ability to work with people that you don't like to get things done is literally the American way.
Yeah, you got
in order to form a better union. This is what needs to happen. And it doesn't matter what party you talk to. Whoever's willing to do it and does it and implements it is the party that he himself is going to rock with. And obviously, the majority of Black America is going to rock with. So,
yeah. Well, I agree, man. Those things that you said and mainly Q, man, we rocking with you. We support WeRandomTv, WeRandom Podcast. We support you, man.
Absolutely.
And just for the musician, yeah, everything. Fridays, the
Today
movies.
was a good day.
Hey, yep, straight up. So shout out to Cube and what he's trying to do for the community, and needs to continue, man. More talks, but more positive talks. That's not just automatically just put this brother on the bus. And be like, nah,
go to his website and do a constructive comment. Yeah. Don't just criticize. I mean, he probably ain't going to read it.
We can't do this.
A constructive comment to further along the conversation. This ain't good. This is why it's not good. We should do this instead. Right. Further the conversation so something can be done.
Exactly. And we can't continue to do this every time someone, another brother or sister or whatever wants to do the work and put the work in. We can't be the first
Don't shoot him
ones
down.
to shoot him down and criticize, because how does that look for the next
Get
person
behind
that
the man.
next person that wants to come out and do the same? They gonna feel like I shouldn't even do it because my people just gonna crap.
Won't support me.
Exactly. So we got to do better. But yeah, man. Shout out to Cube, bro.
All right. That's